Right, now let's head over to our Twitter, Facebook and Instagram questions. We've been asking you to send any question in for any of your favourite players, and we're going to start with Brian, who's taken a bit of a pause from his rapping here in Queen's Arcade. How's it going?
Tough work. Yeah, it's okay. It's once you wrap the first one, it's alright after that, like, so no complaints.
Okay, let's head over to the questions, and the first one comes in from Matt Chedjoy16 on Instagram. He's asking, have you got any bad Christmas habits?
Any bad Christmas habits? No, not really, to be honest. I used to wake up too early for Santa and he wasn't there, so but bar that, not really, no, to be honest.
I like to eat, so obviously when we've got a game on Boxing Day, I probably eat a little bit too much. I'll try not to do it this Christmas Day because we've got a big game against Brentford away, so but I love a Christmas dinner, so that's probably a bad thing, knowing that you've got to play football the next day.
I guess eat too much cake before a game on Boxing Day, I guess.
Probably eating about 3 Christmas dinners during the day, but obviously this year's it's a bit different because potentially involved Boxing Day, so I've got to look after myself.
Yeah, I eat too much dinner, so there's no space for dessert, usually.
Not wrapping up presents properly. Yeah, that's the main one, really, because if you get a present off me, it's going to be a mess.
Probably eating after it. I can't stop eating after it at Christmas, to be fair. Every Christmas I'm at it, so.
I kind of grew out of this one, but probably getting up, well, probably not even going to sleep, I guess. I used to be so excited for Christmas when I was younger. I used to literally be staring at my bedroom door waiting for my dad to come out and let us go downstairs to see if Santa had been, so probably, yeah. I grew out of it probably 6 months ago, so last Christmas I probably started going to sleep.
Okay, which Keelan Ends has said, heaping the praise on you here, by the way. How does it feel knowing everyone around Cardiff City absolutely loves you?
Is that meant for me, though? I'm not sure they do, to be fair.
Probably say Fulham away at the moment.
Probably the free kick at Huddersfield. It was nice. It was a bit windy, so it managed to go in. Probably wouldn't have gone in if it went for the wind, so it's quite nice.
This is a tough question. Mine on Saturday.
My last season's goal for QPR top bins.
Stuart O'Keefe against Bristol City, come from a Tom Lawrence strike that rebounded off the bar, and Stu from a yard out headed it in, or hit him and went in. Definitely, and it was being definitely screaming for Stu, definitely. And with it being against Bristol City, it meant even more, doesn't it? So.
Right, Joe, we've got a tough question from Tom Lynch. He said, what's the funniest thing that's ever happened in the dressing room?
Oh, it's a tough one, to be fair. Yeah, it's hard. Obviously, a lot of stuff that happens in the dressing room sort of stays in the dressing room, but it'd probably be after a big win or something. You know, lads and that going mad normally in there, which is always a good laugh, and especially maybe if you've been on a bad run of results and you get a good win. I think Wolves away, we had a good one last year when we was having a difficult patch, and yeah, obviously there's a few lads jumping around and going a bit mad. So yeah, it's good when you're winning. It's obviously not so good when you're losing, but that's football.
I, now being a Sunderland supporter, I'd say a Newcastle shirt when I was young, definitely. And the best, just waking up on Christmas Day and spending it with my family.
Best was probably a pool table when I was a kid. The worst was the pool table, because when I was a kid I ran up the hallway, the lights were off, didn't see it, and I ran straight into it and had a big bruise on my face for the rest of the day. So that was probably my best and my worst at the same time.
The best presents were always probably football boots and a football. I know it's easy, but I know my kids will be the same this year. That's all they've asked for: football kits and football boots and football. So definitely that. The worst, probably socks.
A Boeing pair of socks. Yeah, definitely. That was the worst one, yeah.
And the best?
The best was a pair of shoes when I was about 8, I think. I asked my mum and dad to have a nice pair of Nike shoes. And at the time, because I didn't have a lot of money, they were saying no. And I had it in Christmas, so that was the best I ever had.
Best one's got to be when I
I got a PlayStation, first ever PlayStation, and the worst, no, probably like a Lynx set or something like that, Lynx Africa or something.
As a child, it would have to be, I got a pair of Jordans, and the worst had to be a book.
I remember receiving lighting up trainers off my uncle. Obviously lighting up trainers are alright, but I was about 16 at the time, so I don't think they're acceptable at that age. So that was probably the worst Christmas present I've received. Best one, my daughter last year, just before Christmas. That was the best Christmas present that I've received.
I think a pair of socks was the worst. The best was FIFA, because usually FIFA comes out in December, but now it changed. But FIFA used to be the best one.
I used to hate when I used to get, you get the like the shower gel and the spray, yeah, like a Lynx set. I know you got to smell nice, but when you're like 10 years old, hygiene isn't at the top of my list. So probably that, and my best. I got a PlayStation 1. It was a joint present though, for me and my brother, my older brother. So probably that, because I was about 7 or 8 when it came out, and I lost my mind when I opened it. So yeah, PlayStation 1.
Oh, I don't know. Probably a Rascal jumper. Could even be this one here actually. An auntie or something. Yeah, something like that, mate. It'd be a terrible sweater off someone.
Yeah, great. Thanks very much.
Thanks.